this flight June last year for 3,404 pesos round trip via Cebu Pacific. Unfortunately, na-late kami sa original flight namin kaya we rebooked the next earliest flight which is in Philippine Airlines. We're so excited for this trip and we already booked and settled almost everything ahead of time.
Welcome to Siargao!
And we know for sure na manghihinayang talaga kami dito kapag hindi kami tumuloy.
After
5 hours.
5 hours.
We stayed at Caracasa Bed and Breakfast, which is accessible since it's located along the main tourism road in Catangnan. We booked their deluxe air-conditioned room with balcony, private toilet and bath with complimentary breakfast and all-day free-flowing coffee for 9,600 pesos for 4 days and 3 nights. The property has a reliable Wi-Fi connection and a standby generator, so brownout was not a problem. And another reason why we decided to stay here is because of their free use of scooter, so we don't have to rent a scooter or motorbike to roam around, which may cost 300 to 400 pesos per day. After a quick nap, kumain muna kami ng lunch bago kami kumala. We decided na dito sa Kanin Baboy mag-lunch. He ordered sticky ribs and mine was Kanin Baboy regular. Masarap yung sticky ribs, tas sa akin sakto lang, medyo dry yung lechon. And paid 565 pesos for our first meal. Our first stop was the Coconut Mountain View Deck. Dahil first time namin dito, trinay din namin magpa-human drone sa mga naka-standby dito na photographers na pwede ding maging tour guide. Pumili din kami ng bamboo straw, buko, merienda at tip na rin kay kuyang photographer. Gamit yung free scooter, nagpagasta lang kami ng 250 pesos para makapag-DIY gala kami sa day 1. Our next stop was the Maasin River. We paid 660 pesos for entrance and boat fee going to Secret Lagoon.
Afternoon.
Maasin River.
Babalik lang tayo dito, kuya. Tapos maliligo na tayo. Okay. Neng. Bukas kasi yung ano namin eh, island tour. Yung mga beach ba dito, kuya, ano? Merong mga open beach?
Meron po. Ano po, sa north side po. Madami.
Paano pag yung dun sa may ano, General Luna? Meron bang mga open beach doon?
Meron po.
Yan lang Cloud9 na yun.
Once you arrive at the Secret Lagoon, may magbibigay ng number para sa pila dun sa mismong lagoon. When it's your turn, they will allow you for 5 to 10 minutes para makapag-photo off or video sa mismong lagoon nang walang kasabay. Maliit lang yung mismong lagoon pero sobrang linaw ng tubig. While waiting, nagbabad na lang muna kami. Sobrang init din kasi ng panahon at nakaka-refresh yung tubig kasi medyo malamig. Magtatagal ka lang dito kapag madaming tao tas mahaba yung pila. Like kami, mga 3 or 4 groups pa yung nauna sa amin. After namin magpa-picture and video sa mismong lagoon, bumalik na din kami dun sa entrance ng Maasin River. After we took some photos here, we decided na bumalik na lang ulit sa accommodation namin kasi
Dito ka.
paggabi na din. We spent 410 pesos for souvenir, tip kay Kuyang Bangkero, at parking fee. Nung una, kinakabahan pa kami umuwi kasi aabutin na kami ng dilim sa daan. At wala masyadong street lights, pero sabi naman ng mga locals, safe daw dito kahit magmotor sa gabi. And yes, safe naman siya basta hindi ka magdadrive ng mabilis para iwas aksidente. At madami pa kaming kasabay sa kalsada kaya hindi nakakatakot sa madidilim na area. After namin maligo sa accommodation, lumabas agad kami for dinner. Nag-crave kami ng pizza kaya dito kami kumain sa Trattoria Altro. Nakikita namin to sa mga Palawan vlogs na masarap daw ang pizza dito kaya nung nakita ko na meron pala dito sa Siargao, dito ko na lang siya inaya. We ordered pancetta con tartufo. Masarap naman siya pero medyo matabang. And we paid 745 pesos for a pizza and 2 bottled water. After namin kumain, inabutan naman kami ng ulan. Pumasok kami sa isang souvenir shop and nahiya kami kasi hindi namin nakita yung sign na barefoot lang. Tapos kami dire-diretso suot yung madumi naming slippers. Ang cute lang kasi akala ko sa Trattoria Altro lang yung barefoot. Pati din pala sa mga souvenir shops. It's day 2 and we woke up early for breakfast before we go for an adventure. Our call time for today is 7:30 a.m. We booked our Sohoton tours to Gatmark Tours. From our accommodation, we drove almost 4 kilometers going to Meet Namit to meet up with them. And then from Meet Namit, they arranged a transfer going to Dapa Port, which is 14 kilometers away. It's a joiner tour and we paid 5,300 pesos inclusive with lunch. It's 2 hours boat ride away from Dapa Port. Sobrang ingay ng motor ng boat kaya need talaga ng earplugs para di ka makinig. Sohoton Cove, located on Bukas Grande Island in Socorro, Surigao del Norte, was known for beautiful scenery like natural pools, majestic cave, emerald water, and jellyfish sanctuary. They call it El Nido of Surigao.
And also, marker ng Sohoton Cove. Kasi po yung Sohoton, entrance na exit lang po. There's only one entrance, only one exit. Wala nang ibang labasan kundi ito yung entrance. Pag inabutan tayo ng high tide dito, siguro bukas na tayo makalabas.
So
Buhay na buhay, ma'am.
Ay, oo nga. Oh, cute. Ang cute ka.
Pa-picture pa.
Hello.
Hi.
It's a lagoon of stingless jellyfish. Yes, they are harmless, but you need to wash your hand para matanggal yung parang slime after mo sila hawakan. Medyo malabo yung water that time dahil umulan daw nung gabi bago kami magpunta dito. Although hindi namin sila masyado makita during that time, not unless iaabot ni Kuyang tour guide. I was so surprised na visible pala sila sa camera and napapalibutan na pala kami.
Hello!
We're inside the Hagukan Cave, but the video itself cannot give justice on how majestic this place was. It was labeled as the luminescent cave because when you splash the water, it will glow electric blue.
Tapos, down your head, ma'am. Kasi naibat.
Bago kami pumasok dito sa Mago Cove Cave, tinanong muna kami ni Kuyang tour guide kung meron bang may fear of heights sa amin or kung merong claustrophobic. Dahil after ng rock climbing na to, ang exit namin is a 5-meter cliff jump pabalik dun sa lagoon kung saan kami nag-start.
Tapo na kayo dito.
Saluhin mo ako, kuya.
Okay, ma'am. Diretso ka lang.
Pag nagaganyan, diretso lang mo. Tanong lang,
Sige, diretso ka lang. Diretso ka lang.
And our last stop was Sohoton Gamay Resort where our lunch will be served. Medyo nahirapan lang yung mga bangkero dito kasi pa low tide na. And according to them, we're going to stay here for 2 to 3 hours. Sobrang ganda ng view ng Bukas Grande from the resort. Meron din silang mga diving board, Tarzan rope, and behind the resort is a huge lake which is the Tiktikan Lagoon. Ang sasarap na mga sinerve nilang food sa budol setup nila dito. We're 8 guests on our boat plus tour guide and 2 boatmen. Pero sobrang dami at sulit na sulit yung food sa amin. Nakailang balik ata ako para kumuha ng food kasi bukod sa masarap, malilibang ka sa pagkain dahil sa sobrang ganda ng view. And we spent additional 500 pesos for environmental fee, goggles, and tip na din kay Kuyang tour guide. Nakabalik kami ng General Luna around 5 PM na and we decided na bago kami mag-freshen up or bumalik sa accommodation namin, magkatangnan bridge muna kami to catch the sunset. Sobrang daming tao sa Katangnan Bridge. Pinoy tourists, foreigners, and even locals. Halos mapuno na yung sidewalk ng nakapark na motor at nagta-traffic na din. Madami na ding food stalls and even alak available din doon sa mga stall kaya madami talagang pumupunta dito lalo na during sunset just to hang out. Sa bandang dulo or sa other side of the bridge kami nagpark ng motor para wala masyadong tao. Kaso malayo naman doon sa mga food stalls kaya after sunset bumalik din kami doon sa may madaming food stalls. Pika-pika lang sana yung kakainin namin pero napasarap kami kaya napadami yung kain namin. We tried this mango sticky rice. Ang sarap nito, not too sweet, balance lang. Dahil maaga pa for cocktails, bumili na lang kami ng lemon juice. We tried the takoyaki and yung inihaw na chorizo and barbecue. Nakadalawang balik ako dun sa chorizo kasi masarap talaga. All in, naka 790 pesos kami lahat ng kinain namin. After namin mag-freshen up, lumabas ulit kami para enjoyin yung nightlife dito sa isla. Yung nightlife pala dito sa General Luna, meron silang tinatawag na bar of the night. Meaning, may specific bar schedule every night pero until 12 midnight lang. Tas may mga after party bar na open pa din beyond 12 midnight. Pero bukod dun sa mga bar of the night, open pa din naman lahat ng bars every night.
We gon' drink drinks and take shots until we roll out to make a roof on fire. Now baby, get my booty, make it take off all your clothes and we'll
We spent 550 pesos for cocktails and mocktails. Sa El Lobo, yung bar of the night since it's Friday night. Pero di kami nagtagal kasi sobrang crowded na and wala din kami sa mood magwalwal. Mag-e-explore pa sana kami sa iba, tas may nakita kami sa tapat lang din ng El Lobo, yung Siargao Beach Club, and according sa bouncers, may after party sila. Tas na-curious kami sa after party nila. And good thing din na lumipat kami sa kanila kasi maganda yung pwesto na nakuha namin malapit sa beach and ang chill lang nung vibe. Mga around 1 AM, we decided na umuwi na lang since maaga din naman yung activity namin kinabukasan. Tas meron kaming nadaanan na burger cart. Hindi ko lang nasama sa video kasi medyo inaantok na din talaga ako. We spent 120 pesos for 2 burgers. Good morning! It's day 3 here in Siargao. After namin mag-breakfast, nagmotor ulit kami papuntang meet namin. Doon kasi ulit ang meet up with our tour guide. Sa Gatmark Tours ulit kami nag-book ng Tri-Island tour namin. Joiner tour ulit but unlike yesterday sa Sohoton, medyo madami kami ngayong kasama. We paid 2,800 pesos for 2 packs, inclusive with lunch. And another 300 pesos for environmental fee and goggles. Our first stop was Naked Island. It's beautiful white sandbar. Since Naked Island siya, expect nyo na sobrang init dito kapag tirik na tirik yung araw. Di na kami masyado umikot since what you see is what you get lang din naman dito. Kaya naghanap na lang kami ng konting shade para makapagbabad kami sa tubig.
How was it?
Okay lang.
Fine.
Our next island was the Daku Island. Daku means big in Bisaya. The island was the biggest island among the island included in Tri-Island tours. It was known for white powdery sands and crystal beach waters. Our tour guide told us na dito daw sila mag-set up ng boodle fight for lunch and they will prepare it for at least 1 hour. So while waiting, we roam around the island. Madami namang puno kaya hindi masyadong mainit. Bumili na lang muna kami ng fresh fruit shake and lemonade while waiting. Here's the iconic boodle fight setup for lunch today. But unlike sa Sohoton Island Tour, hindi namin na-enjoy yung food sa boodle fight dito. Although madami naman yung food, pero 2 boat tas around 30 packs and more kaming mag-share dito. And medyo matagal din yung waiting time nila.
I love Guyam.
And for our last stop is the Guyam Island. Maliit lang yung isla, hindi na rin kami nag-swimming dito. Madami ding Instagrammable spot dito but since madaming tao, hindi na rin kami nag-take masyado ng pictures. Naghanap na lang kami ng spot to hang out tas umorder kami ng drinks and fries sa cafe nila dito sa isla. We spent 457 pesos for our drinks and food. And yes, masarap yung ice cold brews nila dito. And according sa mga vlogs, masarap din daw yung burger. But we didn't try it since halos kakakain lang din namin ng lunch. Ang chill lang ng vibe dito habang nakatitig ka sa magandang view. Sobrang nakaka-relax. After namin maligo and freshen up sa accommodation, lumabas din kami agad to catch the sunset. And here's another place to enjoy the sunset here in Siargao, the Ocean 101 Beach Resort. Ang ganda ng place, tahimik, wala masyadong tao. Kung meron man, mostly yung mga nakastay talaga dito sa resort nila.
Ganda dito. Grabe.
We spent 1,512 pesos for our dinner. Madami yung servings nila and na-take out pa namin yung tira. Good morning! Today is our last day here in Siargao. After lunch pa naman yung pick up sa amin ng van going to the airport, kaya we decided na after mag-breakfast, pumunta muna kami ng Cloud9. Hindi na kami nag-take ng surfing lesson. Instead, tumambay na lang kami dito kasi kulang na rin naman sa time. Siguro pagbalik na lang namin dito sa Siargao, saka kami magta-take ng surfing lesson. Napabili din pala ako ng pearl earrings dito sa may Cloud9 as a souvenir. And yes, we're planning na bumalik dito sa Siargao kasi nga, madami din kaming hindi pa napupuntahan dito. And I guess, kulang talaga yung 4 days para ma-enjoy mo yung buong Siargao. Tapos na-cancel pa yung iba pa naming plans nung day 1 kasi nga, nagkaroon kami ng delay dahil na-late kami dun sa original flight namin nung papunta kami dito.
Nga. Ang ganda naman dito. Dapat pala nagtagal-tagal tayo dito kahapon, no?
Hindi lang naman surfing yung pwede mong gawin dito sa loob ng Cloud9. May mga restaurants din within the area and pwede ka din mag-swimming. After namin ng Cloud9, bumalik kami sa accommodation para i-prepare na yung mga gamit namin. Ito ata yung nakakalungkot ng part kapag nasa bakasyon ka, yung pauwi ka na. Iiwan lang muna namin yung gamit namin sa front desk para makakain pa kami and makalibot na din around dun sa spare time namin. Then, iti-text na lang nila kami kapag nandun na yung sundo namin papuntang airport. Although, hindi pa naman kami masyadong gutom, kaya nag-gelato na lang kami dito sa halikan. And in fairness, masasarap yung gelato nila dito compare sa area sa Boracay. And here's another nice place to chill and relax, the Siargao Island Villas. Dito na kami nagstay hanggang sa i-text kami na on the way na yung van na magsusundo sa amin papuntang airport. Pagdating namin sa airport ng Siargao, nagbayad kami ng 40 pesos for garbage fee. Delayed ng 1 hour yung flight namin pabalik ng Manila, kaya kumain ulit kami dito. Very unique ng charm and beauty ng Siargao. Hindi lang yung mga tourist spot yung dahilan kung bakit madaming nagpupunta, bumabalik at nag-i-stay ng for good dito. It's the unique and humble experience and the genuine locals. And we do not want to believe the Siargao cursed, not unless we experience it in ourselves. But I guess this isn't goodbye, but see you again soon, Siargao.